Hi, I'm Afraaz Adam Mulji. Today, I'd like to introduce you to a remarkable literary tradition that has captivated readers, listeners, and seekers of wisdom for centuries: Persian poetry. For more than 1,000 years, Persian poets have explored love, beauty, longing, mortality, wisdom, justice, faith, and the great mysteries of human existence. Their words have crossed borders, cultures, and generations, continuing to resonate long after the poets themselves have passed. Persian literature has produced some of the most celebrated poets in world history. Ferdowsi preserved the myths, heroes, and cultural memory of Persia in his monumental epic, the Shahnameh. Omar Khayyam reflected on the fleeting nature of life and the uncertainty of tomorrow. Sadi wrote about ethics, compassion, and our shared humanity. Rumi explored the transformative power of love and the spiritual journey of the soul. And Hafez, perhaps the most beloved of them all, combined beauty, symbolism, wisdom, humor, and mystery in poetry that continues to inspire millions of people around the world. Among these giants of Persian literature, Hafez of Shiraz occupies a unique place. Living in 14th century Persia, Hafez was not simply a poet. To many, he was a philosopher of the heart, a master of symbolism, and a voice that spoke to both the emotional and spiritual dimensions of life. One reason Hafez remained so popular more than 600 years after his death is that his poetry operates on many levels at once. A poem that appears to be about wine may also be about spiritual awakening. A beloved may represent a person, beauty, truth, wisdom, or even the divine. A tavern may symbolize a place where social masks fall away and deeper truths are revealed. His poetry invites us to look beyond the surface and discover meanings for ourselves. One of Hafez's most famous lines begins, "Love seemed easy at first, but then difficulties arose." It is a timeless observation. The most meaningful pursuits in life, love, wisdom, purpose, self-discovery, friendship, and even truth itself, often appear simple from a distance, yet reveal unexpected challenges once we embark upon them. Inspired by the poetry of Hafez, JollyGul has created a song titled Kharabat, or The Tavern of Ruin. Now, despite the title, this is not really a song about a tavern. In the symbolic language of Persian mystical poetry, the tavern often represents a place where ego, pride, self-importance, and pretense are stripped away. It is where people stop performing for others and begin confronting deeper truths about themselves. It is a place not of physical ruin, but of the ruin of false certainty and the discovery of authenticity. The song contains several powerful ideas. One line says, "Reason says go, but the heart says stay." This captures a tension that many of us experience throughout life, the conflict between logic and longing, caution and courage, certainty and love. Another line declares, "Wherever the heart is present, God is present." And perhaps the most provocative line is, "The tavern of love stands higher than the mosque." At first glance, this may sound controversial, but Hafez is not rejecting religion. Rather, he is reminding us that sincerity of heart matters more than appearances, rituals, status, or social approval. He challenges us to consider whether genuine compassion, love, and self-awareness might be more important than merely looking virtuous in the eyes of others. At its core, Kharabat is about the search for authenticity. It is about the tension between reason and passion, convention and self-discovery, outward conformity and inner truth. Above all, it is about the transformative power of love in all its forms. JollyGul has created a musical interpretation of these timeless themes and published the full song titled Kharabat on the JollyGul AI Melodies channel. You'll find the link in the description below this video. Whether you're already familiar with Persian poetry or encountering it for the very first time, I hope this introduction inspires you to explore one of the world's great literary traditions and discover why the words of poets like Hafez continue to speak to the human heart across the centuries. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.